Excuse me. You on Reddit. You on that Reddit, homie. Running after the homies on that Reddit. I've been watching you suckers on that Reddit. I'm running after the homies on Reddit. What up? What up? We are back with another edition of reading comments on Reddit, responding, reacting, resorting to this content, reliving the horrors of Reddit. Is it worth it? Before we get into this here, please click the subscribe button. I got content coming out all the dang time for you, man. So click subscribe and let's get into this, man. I'm having fun. I'm on the Crack Barbarian right now, man. We're doing our weekly digest of Reddit comments, man. Some juicy ones. You know, people always hit me up and they send me links to my Instagram and my phone. And they're like, man, the people on Reddit are clowning. Look at this, because they know I've done, that first Dark Labz video or whatever. They'll send me this or that, and I just can't help myself, man, but open it up and look. And sometimes I regretfully do, and sometimes I get a good kick out of it. It's just quite a place, man, quite a place. So we'll jump into it. I got a whole bunch of screens open here. So let me share the first one, and we'll go through this this hitter right here. So this person, his name is Lost MFR V2. Just ordered this after watching GGH's video. 28M, I think that's 28 year. Is that your age and your sex? I don't know. For some context, I've been using high stim pre's for about a year. I've only been training again since last January. Well, congrats, sir, on coming back to the fitness life, man. And started taking pre a couple months into it. Started off with mild ones, bucked up, total war, and then the guys in my local sub shop let me try OG formula of guerrilla warfare Labz ambush. Never heard of that one. Had me feeling effing unstoppable, but that one gotten taken off the shelves and they came out with the V2, a little more mild, but still heavy on 2 amino. After the tub, I tried New Jack 3D and then a couple different Insane Labz pre's, which always hit. I'm finishing up my tub of Edge right now, but lately I've been having chest pains after my workout, so I figured I'd switch to a non-stim for a while. Has anyone tried Bloodbath? GGH hyped it like a MF, and he's definitely a guy I trust to get opinions from. Well, thank you so much, man, for your confidence in my reviews and, in my opinions on these products. I've reviewed a lot of them and taken a lot, and so I very much appreciate that, man. That means a lot. A few things I'll say is anybody out there, man, if you're experiencing chest pains from pre-workout or any negative side effects, I highly recommend, number one, stopping use immediately. Any negative side effects like that from pre-workouts, do not continue to use. I get people hitting me up a lot saying, is this normal that I experience this effect or this effect? I'm like, no, man, that's not normal. Anything that feels unhealthy or using pre-workout despite negative consequences, always err on the side of caution. Do not use it and probably see a doctor. Just want to put that out there. So this guy's smart. Now, I just want everybody to know here, you guys are always welcome to hit me up either in the email or on Instagram or in the comments. I am always happy to give personal recommendations and all that. I'm here to give my time to anybody, man, if you're looking for some guidance on these products or whatever. So regardless, I did hype up Bloodbath. If you're going non-stim, probably not a product I would have recommended, because I look at Bloodbath as more of a stackable pump formula, I like throwing it on top of like a stim pre. Like it's not something I would personally grab if I'm training stim free, but it's definitely fun to use. And it's been on my top list. Saw and Bloodbath together, absolutely amazing. I completely agree. The homie confirms. We got some funny comments here, though, man. We got some funny comments. Psychotic Saw, how heavy is the Alpha Yo? I think the high dose in Edge is what's giving me those chest pains. Oh, yeah, it could be sensitive to Alpha Yo, and it definitely jacks up the heart rate. It's a proprietary blend, so the amount isn't listed. Slightly less than Edge, but still up there. I agree. It's probably a little less than Edge. Let's see here. Bloodbath is an excellent choice. If you're looking for a complete non-stim pre, I'd recommend Bare Knuckle. That's a good one. Nootropics, pumps, power without the stimulants. Yeah, Sicario. Sicario would be my number one option for anybody looking for a complete non-stim pre right now. I'm a big fan of that. It's so loaded. This stuff is the best. Go for unflavored, though. Okay, so here we go. Straight fire. GGH put me on. He's a good guy. Didn't pay attention to Insane Labz before him. Thought it was BS pre-workout, but man, he was right. First of all, thank you for the shout out. I'm the same way, man. I thought Insane Labz was just something the bros use, some BS, man. And then I started using those products. I was like, man, they're onto something, man. They know how to put together just a nice little small scoop slapper. I keep Saw to me as the superior one in their whole line as far as their stim pre's. I keep Saw and Bloodbath, man. Somebody said there's a reason GGH has risen to fame in the pre-workout world so quickly. No other reviewer comes close. Well, I very much appreciate that. I don't know. Maybe I have fame in the pre-workout world, but that's it. But no, I do appreciate the love. Insane Labs, yeah, they run crazy deals, man. So then there's this guy named Focus Driven, and this guy got -8 comments, man. This is the one somebody reached out to me to show me. They're like, this, people are talking about you in the Reddit. So I pulled it up. Just interested in why you trust GGH when he runs enough TRT to put Ronnie Coleman back on stage. Of course he gets pumped easily and looks pumped. Bloodbath or no bloodbath. Just because he gave a single bad review of a Dark Labz product, probably organized with Dark Labz to give a sense of authenticity in order to sell more in the future. Clever tactic. So there's a lot here to pick apart. So he says, interested in why you trust GGH when he runs enough TRT to put Ronnie Coleman back on stage. The comment's just funny, man. I mean, this guy is obviously a certified hater, and he probably doesn't like the way he looks, I'm guessing. I mean, I'm only guessing because no man really talks about another man like that unless he doesn't like himself, to just tear people down. And I thought the Ronnie Coleman comment was funny. I mean, I run enough TRT. I run a pretty minimal dose of TRT, but this guy, there's no convincing this guy anyway. So I guess he's trying to say that because I'm on testosterone, it would make Bloodbath. I'm not able to review a pump product. They have no effect on me, and I have no clue if it pumps or not because I'm pumped with or without the product. So this is his thing. The funniest part is he gave a single bad review of a Dark Labz product, probably organized with Dark Labz to give a sense of authenticity in order to sell more in the future. That's the funny comment because I thought to myself, could you imagine how that conversation would look? It would go one of two ways probably. It would be like, hey, Dark Labz, I'm going to need to trash one of your products because I'm really struggling here on YouTube, and I'm really not having enough authenticity. So I'm just going to need to trash one of your products at the expense of your sales, because thousands of people are going to see this, and it's gonna hurt your brand, but it's going to help my authenticity. So do you agree to that? And then Dark Labz was like, "Oh yeah, totally understand, man. Like, no problem. Go ahead and trash my product to increase your authenticity." That sounds like a good plan, man. We'll get him again in the future. And then I did it. Or it could have gone like this. Hold on. There's another way that conversation could have gone. I actually could have hit up Dark Labz and said, "Look, dude, I need you to hit the manufacturer up and make a subpar product intentionally, which will give me an opportunity to give it a bad review. I want you to just have the manufacturer kind of screw it up a little. Please call your manufacturer." That way I can just gain some clout with my viewers, because I'm really having a rough time here. There's this guy named Focus Driven 200 who really is a hater, and I'd like to win this guy over because he's very important to me. So I'd like to give you a bad review in order to do that. So it could have gone. Could have gone either way. Anyway, man, the guy's just a certified hater. And look, dude, I don't get triggered about this stuff. People send this to me and I open it up, and I just can't help but laugh. I mean, because look, man, as I said, always 99.95% of people are very loving, man, and very supportive. And I think that they recognize, man, that I come from the heart. If I haven't gained trust with this guy, that's okay, dude. I can't please everybody, and trust is to be earned, man. And I genuinely, if I have not earned the trust of every viewer, then I should take a look at why. Only so much of it is in my hands, but maybe I can do better too, man. All BS aside, I want to do better, man. This is a growing experience for me. So if Focus Driven is upset with me, and he just looks at me like somebody who's out here scamming and scheming, then because I'm on testosterone, so I have no business reviewing pump products or supplements, that's his opinion, man. And I disagree. I can tell when I'm getting a good pump. But anyway, man, Focus Driven, I'm sorry you hate yourself, man. I apologize to you for because you hate yourself. Anyway, Snoop Dogg said, "You're dead wrong. Sorry. What does TRT have to do with giving your honest opinion on product?" Which I believe he does more than anyone in the industry. "If you judge someone just for being on medical TRT, you're doing life wrong, bro. I appreciate you having my back." The Ronnie Coleman line made me laugh, but I don't really care about all the controversy. The reason I like his videos is because every time I've tried out a pre that he gave a positive review on, they always seem to hit. I don't really think TRT or gear in general invalidate your opinion on pre. I'm considering seeing if I qualify for it myself. And since I'm getting closer to that age where your test starts declining, LMAO. All right, man. Well, I'm always here to answer any questions if I can about tests. I'm not like a wizard on it or anything, but I've done a lot of trial and error to find my sweet spot. So people hit me up about that, and I just tell them about my experience. I don't give medical advice or anything. Anyway, your comment is so off base. What does TRT have to do with pre's or pump? Do you even know how TRT works or why people are on it? How old are you? This may be the dumbest thing I've read this year. Jealousy bleeds through you, Focus Driven. Yeah, so this guy, Focus Driven, has not yet responded because I think the comments are not favorable, man. And it seems like the people have spoken and they have my back on this. What a clown jerk off. It's just funny, man. What does that have to do with anything? From what I've seen, GGH is a completely open book, and I don't see him blowing smoke up anyone. And I use Bloodbath. It's incredibly good. Yeah, bro, say it louder for the morons in the back. This guy has given me more hot tips on the best products available for the past 2 years, always responding to DMs and gives you nothing but the facts. No BS, straight shooter, real as F, first class all the way. That I appreciate, man, because I'm going to tell you this, man. You're not going to find anybody who will say, I tried to email GGH, I hit him up in Instagram, I reached out to him, I commented, and he didn't get back to me. Not one person you're ever going to find say that, because I got into this to connect with people, man. I genuinely freaking appreciate the messages, man. I'm always down to converse and talk and give recommendations or just talk, shoot the stuff, so I appreciate you noticing that. That means a lot, man, because I built this brand, man, off being authentic and being true, man, not just making content and, oh, if you're not watching my video, screw you. That's not how I feel, man. Like, I genuinely love talking with people, and anybody who knows me, man, knows that. I would have wasted a lot of money on products if it weren't for GGH. My favorite products brands I probably wouldn't have discovered if it weren't for him, or it would have taken me much longer to come around. God bless it. God bless you too, man. Then this guy said, Desert Rat. Seriously, the guy legitimately responds to every comment on YouTube, and he has responded to me on Instagram as well. I'd feel dumb for not considering his thoughts on many things, even outside of gym stuff. Agrees. Special, the only reviewer I trust 100%. No questions asked. No shining schlong. I appreciate that, man. And someone said, kick this fool out of here. I just, I'd ask focus driven, besides hating himself, what have I done for you not to trust me? I guess being on testosterone, he just doesn't trust people on tests. And that's fine, probably because his is extremely low himself. And he hates himself. All right, overall ambassador. He's a fraud, boss. This guy, overall ambassador, he's a good dude. This guy, he's kind of like like one of those fanboys. He just wants the attention here. But this guy hits me up a lot in the email, in the DMs, and he's always asking for my advice on stuff and for, like tips on pre-workouts, how to properly use them. He's even asked for some family advice and stuff like that. He likes he's talking junk. He's kidding around. But this guy, yeah, he's a big fan of mine. He asked for an autographed tub of tweak that he wanted me to send over to him, and wanted me to write like a nice message to him. He's, just kind of one of these dudes who, big fan, big GGH fan. So I appreciate you, Mr. Ambassador, sir. Bloodbath is great for pumps, and that's it. Yeah, that's true. It's good for pumps and vascularity and stuff. Anyway, so that was the thread there. And then there's a few others, man, I want to go in. So all in all, man, the point of that was, man, the freaking, I get a lot of love, man, and I freaking can't tell you how much I appreciate that. People, some guy wants to trash me, and that's okay, man. Like, it's not my style just to trash people for no reason on public forums or whatever. But I appreciate, man, these fine folks here having my back, and it just shows that it kind of gives me the encouragement, man, to keep doing what I'm doing. I very much appreciate it. So let's see here, man. Let's see. Then we got a few others here. So Colonel Panics, he did. Let's see. Hold on, man. Hold on, Mr. Panics. Oh, okay. So this guy here, Colonel Panics, who I've grown accustomed to from the Reddit comments, both opened. He's selling legit pre and tweak. Oh my God, Colonel Panics, you didn't like tweak. Hurts my heart. But I understand why people might not like it. It's not for everybody. And why I really love Tweak is, to me, like, I love the alpha yo hitters, and it's got the perfect amount of GBB for me. And it really gives me an opportunity. Like, to me, it's my favorite alpha yo pre-workout. Like, it is my favorite right now, non-DMHA pre-workout. And because it's got the Araya and stuff, which the Edge of Insanity doesn't have. And I love, because a lot of times my stim-free pre-workouts with beta-alanine, like the Sicario or the transparent Labz or whatever I got that has beta, it just kind of sits there. And so I have very few pre's without beta-alanine and without pump, and I could throw on a full loaded non-stim pre, which gives me the power output and the whole thing. So it completes the whole package of Tweak, because Tweak is really just a stim blend, with some fat burning properties, stim, focus, and fat burning, and then you could throw on like a non-stim pre, and it's the whole freaking package. So that's why I really love it. And it hits me good. I get super stimmed up for hours on it. I love the clear headed. So, I'm sorry, Colonel Panics, you didn't like Tweak. I saw a review you did by it, I think a while ago or something. Somebody sent me, and it sucks. It sucks because I want everybody to love it. That's why it sucks. But anyway, so it's all good. I'm just talking junk. Man, this. So we got Colonel Panics again, man. Colonel Panics, big poster on the Reddit forum, and let me just go here. Dark Labz Crack Gold V2. Now I wanted to read this because I recently dropped my YouTube review on Dark Labz Crack Gold. And so he gave the label a 2 out of 5. I actually disagree with him on the label. I think maybe compared to Crack Gold. But if you look at it as its own pre-workout, the label's nice. I mean, it's got nice dosages. It's got Araya, DMHA, 1.5 alpha yo. Like, what more can a man want? Then he said he purchased for roughly $50 from Nutricartel. I used GGH code to knock off 15%. This brings the price to $204 per go. Now, I got to tell you, man, Colonel Panics, and this goes for you and anybody, man. When I see somebody like either tell me personally or post that they used my code, I really can't tell you how much that means, dude, that to support the channel and everything. Like, genuinely from my heart, I believe that it's important for me to express that, because it doesn't just go past my head, man. Like, that means a lot to me, because I know you probably have options with what code to use or whose code, or maybe there's more code. I don't really know all the code. Like, I don't know anyone else's code by heart except mine, but I'm sure people who buy a lot of products, there's been codes around and stuff. And if you chose to use mine and support, the channel, which I call our channel, it means a lot to me, man. So I just want to thank you personally for that. For real. Taste mixability, 2 out of 5. I don't remember that. Effects, 4 out of 5. And Euphoria was strong. See, I didn't have strong Euphoria from Crack Gold. Everything was just dialed back a degree from last week's session with New Maniaco. That I can agree with. Overall, 2 out of 5. I got to agree with his score, man. I've got to agree with his score. Colonel Panics, I would give it a 2 out of 5. More on the effects than the overall. Your effects were 4 out of 5. So you probably had a better experience with it than me. I walked away feeling like, man, that really just didn't hit the spot like the label like should have. I did think it was better than the Crack Purple, though. Crack Bronze, somebody said. Yeah, so the comments are looking whatever. So there we go. Then we got a few more here, man. A few more, and this is gonna be. Okay, man. So I got one right here. I got to talk to you guys about this one. We're doing a little catch up here on the. This one's called "Please Do Not Do This." Call sign Milk 99 said, "I got Euphoria caps in the mail today. It said take 1 to 3 capsules, and I have a pretty high stim tolerance, so I said, F it, and took 3 while double scooping another pre. Holy whatever, I feel terrible. I've just been laying on my bathroom floor trying to puke it up post-workout." Look, man, I'm going to say something, man, and I don't want to trash this person because I'm sure this is a really solid person. I'm sure it's a good dude with a big heart. To me, this is pre-workout abuse, man. And when somebody says double scooping, I mean, I can only assume that they mean taking double the dose. This is the problem I have with Reddit, man. I find from what I've seen, this is where this stuff goes on, this kind of talk very often. A lot of pre-workout abuse. I see a lot of stuff with stacking this. I saw another guy recently, I stacked pre-workout on top of an energy drink. Why is the 1 scoop of pre-workout not sufficient? I mean, it's because you start pushing the line and building a tolerance and breaking the rules and going above and beyond what the serving says and what's the appropriate amount. And where do you go from there? You can only go up and up and up because you're burning your receptors out and tolerating it to the point where it's not. There's tolerance, which is a good thing because you want to be able to tolerate the products you take. Obviously, you don't want to take something and not tolerate it. That's a bad thing. But that's a fine line between building a tolerance where you feel nothing and it's not doing its job. This is the problem I have with Reddit. It's like this safe place to go to share the pre-workout abuse with people. And I highly recommend, man, freaking people hit me up all the time and they think like I'm one of these, oh, GGH is what a cool dude. I'm going to freaking tell him how I just stacked, people hit me up. Oh, I just stacked Demonio on El Jefe and they tell me this stupid stuff. I'm like, dude, why? I don't, like I took Crack Barbarian this morning. I limit myself to a DMHA pre twice a week, Wednesday and Saturday. I've always had the same rule. The serving size on Crack Barbarian is 15 grams. I took 15 grams. I put it on my kitchen scale, took exactly fit. I was flying, dude. Felt amazing. Still feeling amazing. What? Why would it serve me to take more than that and mix this and that and mad scientist? I understand if you want to take a daily driver, just a straight up healthy daily driver, and throw an alpha yo pill on. Like I can get behind that and be like, you know what? I totally get doing that. I could stake a daily driver and throwing a couple Euphoria caps on it, and there's your high stim Saturday or whatever. There you go. You've transformed it into your high stim pre for the week or whatever. But this is 3 caps and double scooping something is just asking for trouble. It's just you're putting your body in danger, man. And I really preach on the channel not to do this. And that's the thing I have about Reddit. I'm caught up that like this is the kind of people who are on here. And I think that I shouldn't judge people like that. But I don't want to judge unfavorably, but I'm just I see a lot of these kind of experiences that I've seen on here in the past and that people have shown me and, and then people think it's funny though. And I don't look at that and think like, man, that's funny. I think like, man, this is how these products get a bad name. This is how people give pre-workouts a bad name. I just think there's an appropriate way to use them, man, and pre-workout abuse is not. So I'm not going to harp on this too much, but when I saw that, I thought that was a good opportunity for me to explain to you guys like why I kind of have a bad taste in my mouth about Reddit, dude, because this is the kind of thing that I commonly see on here. A bunch of nonsense, dude. So tighten up, homies. Tighten up. So here's another one, man. I'm going to share this one. We're freaking cruising, homies. We are cruising. So we got CTL's sample short. I think that's crossed the limits. They shorted this homie. How dare them? You know, I'm not a big guy. Like, I don't really like the sample thing myself. And the reason I don't like the sample thing is because I just don't trust the cleanliness of people. Number one, you know, you never know. It's not like in a lab where they got hair nets and stuff. You know, things can get contaminated with powders, and then you're trusting people didn't make a mistake and put the wrong thing in the wrong bag. I just get freaked out, dude, when I get anything except a sealed tub of pre-workout, because I take so many products. So I'm like really extra cautious that, you know, I'm really like on point. And I just get worried about that sample thing. To me, I've never gotten really behind it. But I don't mess with Cross the Limits, man. I already told you guys on here. I don't mess with that company. They pulled some super like take advantage of me type of stuff, and I cut ties with them, man. Not a company I support. And I don't need to go into details because I feel that bad mouthing people is not good for my soul. So I'm just gonna let you guys know they're just not a company I'm messing with, man. Not a company I'm messing with anymore. And I've seen a lot of stuff on here about, I guess, that line up with my experience. But anyway, man, so here's another one. And this one here is 1,3 DMAA. Is it possible to find pure in Europe? Someone said that question, ask at least once a week. I like that comment. DMAA is not made to retail anymore. A tiny bit that's left and already is people's houses are being made to research. Just buy some. I agree with this person. Somebody said that's not true, bud. Go ahead and disprove me. Disprove them. I got to agree with LKTM TTV. I've said it. I'm not going to harp on it because in the last Reddit comment thing, I already said it. DMAA is done. You might find some freaking DMAA is done in the supplement industry. All right. I'm going to tell you, you can't show me one pre-workout to this day that says the words DMAA on it where I take it and I'll concede that this has DMAA in it. I think it is 100% done. Have not been disproven yet. And I've reviewed more pre-workouts on YouTube than anybody else on YouTube. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying I know what I'm getting by now. When I get a tub and I look at a label and a lot number and I know who makes it, and I there's so much behind the scenes stuff that I'm hip to, and I know the people at the top. China's not even selling raw material. It's just too hot and it's just no longer a thing. It's like it's done, man. It's done. And you might find some freaking weird Italian website or Chinese website or European website that says you can buy a bulk tub of powder that says DMAA 1,3, this, that. Number one, that's not the supplement industry, homies. That's buying a bag of dope. You're buying research chemicals from some site. If you call that the supplement industry, I mean, anybody can go to freaking some site and buy a bag of something shady. That's not the supplement industry, in my opinion. And you know what I'm talking about. Number two, I highly doubt any of that is DMAA. I haven't lab tested it all or, jumped through hoops to prove that. I have a hunch, homies. I have a hunch. It ain't DMAA, man. You could throw in a ton of stimulants and make people think it's DMAA. There's stimulants similar to it. People say, well, what about wildfire? Nope, never had DMAA. It's always been some kind of weird clone or some kind of similar thing that's chemically different. It's never been, dude, the real DMAA. And I don't even know that crack purple was, dude. Like, it was awesome. Maybe it was DMAA. I don't know. 120 milligrams. Like, from what I know, Jack 3D was like 35 milligrams, dude. And people were like flying. That's what PJ Braun told me. It was like a 35 milligram. And then I guess he came out with Angel Dust or whatever. That was like 40 milligrams or something like that, dude. I don't remember. Blackstone. But come on, man. You got to give it up with the DMAA. You just got to give it up. Because when you keep looking for it like this and you're encouraging companies to keep doing these stupid, cheap cash grabs where they'll put DMAA on a label to tickle your nuts and everyone's disappointed. Just stop encouraging companies to do this, man. Stop. It's just not worth it. Tell these companies to give it up. Any company you see coming out with a DMAA pre-workout, your first instinct should be like, we're not supporting that. We freaking know that's some BS, homie. Quit BSing around here. All right, man. So let's go right here. Pre-workout horror stories. Let's see. My horror story is I was on a good pre-workout, having a good day, and then came across that guy, Chosen Driven on Reddit. Okay, it's 4 a.m., pitch black, grab my tub of hooligans, automatically just threw 2 scoops in a shaker and took the dog on a walk. The thick consist. All right, so that's wild. My dog got to my vintage tub of NO Explode. You got to be careful with all that. I wouldn't call it a near-death experience, but accidentally taking more flame got me puking all day. Yeah, these things are strong, man. Double scooping crank 3D, da-da-da-da-da. One piece of generation B. Google the ephedra day, the ultimate orange, ephedra was yank. Always used ephedra back in the day. Took a few on an off day for basketball. Had to stop because my heart was beating out of my chest, literally. Well, I don't know if it was literally beating out of your chest, but maybe it was literally. I don't know. I guess it could be literally. Let's see here. Hey, before my first ever pre-workout was Crack Undead King. I hated Crack Undead King. I took 1 scoop or reloaded, felt nothing. So I took 3. Wow. Okay. So these are not the best stories, but pre-workout abuse nonetheless. And I don't know if these are horror stories. These are just, yeah, I guess they are. Let's see here. Fornius took Aventender. I don't know. Did I say that right? Fornius. Excuse me if I screwed that name up. Fornius. Yeah, I think it is. Fornius, the horniest. High sim, it's 10 out of 10. Great experience. So he had energy. I'm about to drop my review on that pretty soon. I already recorded it, just waiting for Nutricartel to get it in stock, and then I'll drop the review. Let's see here. We got a couple other posts here, and then that'll be it. Pop. Okay. Cross the limits, letting people know they got crack purple. Boo-hoo. Juice. So we got Mysterious Tofu here. He has reviewed Juice. Energy 4 out of 10. Focus 8 out of 10. Pump 2 out of 10. I don't know that is I don't know that was the same tub that I've had then, because Energy 4 out of 10, this thing slapped me so freaking hard. My heart rate, I was scared, dude. Like, scary freaking heart rate, energized, crazy. I mean, just out of my mind. Juiced was by far one of the strongest, maybe the strongest pre-workout I've ever had in a certain sense. It was, I just stopped using it. M2, man, I got mixed feelings about this review. I mean, this pre here, people are getting M2. It definitely wasn't the same as the the first one. I did like the low caffeine in it, and yada yada yada. There we go. I dropped my review on that. Good and neat. All right, so here we go. Share this one. This guy needs a good Euphoria DMHA pre-workout. There's not that many left, are there? I mean, really, there's not that many left on the market. I mean, what else is there? Maniaco V2 or M2? See, I didn't have much Euphoria from M2. But you know, the samples I guess were good. Maniaco V2, that is good. Dark Labz Maniaco 100% Maniaco for the win, man. Flame 3. Look at that, man. Hive 2 will be restocked soon. Man, people like Maniaco, man. I cannot say I'm upset about that. What's going on? Then we got Fornius again. He's a top 1% poster. He this guy reviewed this Pillager and aggression rageometer 5 out of 5. He gave it a good review, 4 out of 5. Yeah, I think I agree. Pillager was actually a really solid pre-workout. Now, one thing I disagree with him with, he's comparing it to Yale Unleashed, Chaotic Rage, just a notch down. I didn't feel any illicit feeling from Pillager. Like, I felt like this is a good Alpha Yo, Stim Junkie, like Araya kind of feeling. I didn't get any PP tingles or DMHA feeling from it, but that was me, man. It doesn't mean it was any less of a good pre. I had a great time training on it. Definitely their best pre. And couple more here. High Stim Saturday. Hey! Hush! Dogs are going nuts, homie. So this guy's got Excelsior, and I just ran Excelsior last weekend, man. I was on one all freaking day and night. Well, not all night. I actually slept like a baby at about midnight. But I took it at like noon. That thing did not wear off till midnight. DMAA and drug testing. Which one should I get? They're saying smack is great for euphoria. And then here's the last one, man. And I'll let you guys go. Look, this one right here, absolutely psycho. Guys, if you are advanced, you must try this combo. I never had better energy and pump. It was like crazy, 10 milligrams of GYMHOMIE. I was sweat. So look, man, this is another one where I'll say, like, this is taking something that's already good, psychotic. It's already a Alpha Yo based pre and adding just, I don't think this was what GYMHOMIE was for, but that's just my opinion, man. I mean, I just think it's doing too much. It's a lot, man. You should do some research into Yo and Alpha Yo. Might make you think twice about doing this type of thing. Alpha Yo is my favorite stim, but I limit myself to once a week at a lower dose. No, I wouldn't say you got to limit it to once a week. You could use Alpha Yo, you know, every couple days or every day or whatever, you know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you don't want to use it every day, but it's at a lower dose, you know, 1 to 2 milligrams should be fine. But that's a lot, man. That throwing on more Yo to psychotic goal. But hey, man, what can I say? We all make decisions. The problem is where do you go from there? Are you satisfied with that, or is there a day where that's not enough? Like, that's the problem with pre-workout abuse or stacking or mad scientists. It just you know, whatever. So all in all, man, this was a good time. We're talking some junk. We're here. People are solid, and I appreciate all of you. Appreciate the love. It's good to see you guys. Comment below. Hope you're feeling amazing. Hope you're living from the heart, staying out of your head. And I like reading the Reddit post. Kind of helps me keep my ear to the streets, man. Help me to see what's going on with everyone. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. God bless all of you. And I guess I'm on more TRT than enough to put Ronnie Coleman back on stage, homies, according to that dude. So anyway, God bless him and God bless you, man. I'm out.